Hey everybody, Will Fix here. Got another video for you today. Today we're going to look at an article, Will XRP become the cornerstone of U.S. global financial policy? Well, yeah, RLUSD, XRP, XRPL network. I believe so, don't you? We're also going to look at stable coins because we're going to talk about RLUSD, but also a lot of people, I've seen many channels talk about Tether's out, Tether's going away. Tether's gone, they're not compliant, and the audits and the whole, that whole argument that you see there, and totally understandable. But I have a feeling Tether is not going to go away, and we're going to look at some things that they're doing, working with the United States, and we're going to look at a few other things that makes them very significant in a lot of ways. And then I want to get your vote. Do you believe Tether's going to come back and be compliant in the U.S. or not? But hold that vote until we cover a little bit a little later. I think you'll find it interesting. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll take a quick peek at the Decent Wallet and be right back. Hopefully you're not leaving your cryptocurrency on the exchanges. Exchanges can fail and get hacked. If you don't own the keys to your coin, then you're not in custody of your coin, someone else is. Be sure to get yourself a cold storage wallet. I suggest the Decent Wallet after having owned several different wallets. I like the Decent Wallet. I like the easy access with the thumbprint. I love the features inside, how it Bluetooths with my phone and gives me a large screen. I also like how I can order two. I use one for a moon bag, coin I'm not going to touch for maybe years. I use the other one as just my regular wallet. You can order two for $219, that's $99 off. Or you can order one if you wish. When you order, your shipping is free if you live in the US, the UK, the EU, or Japan. Order one today. I think you'll be satisfied. To order now and get the discount, you can use the link that's appearing above my head. There's also a link in the description, and generally there's one at the end of all my videos. Go ahead and order now. You'll be satisfied. Thanks for looking at that with me and for me. I appreciate it. If you need one, go ahead and pick you one up. Will XRP become the cornerstone of U.S. global financial policy? Discussions at Crypto Summit could see XRP lead the U.S. global financial policy. Ripple's RLUSD is expected to play a significant role in the financial ecosystem, and a string of positives around XRP is changing the narrative for the battle-hardened asset. As crypto regulations become clearer, there are suggestions that XRP could lead the U.S. dollar global resurgence. The comments from U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent have given life to the theories for future XRP relevance, but the spectator of this long-running case with the SEC looms behind. RLUSD will change the narrative for XRP. XRP's community is buzzing with optimism that the asset could play a significant role in the Americans' ambition to keep the U.S. dollar as the global reserve currency. Pundits are hinging their theories on recent comments U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent at the White House Crypto Summit. Bessent confirmed plans to maintain the U.S. dollar supremacy, but disclosed a changing stance from fiat. According to Bessent, the U.S. will explore other options, including stablecoins, to keep the dollar's dominance as the primary currency for global trade. We will keep the U.S. dominant reserve currency and use stablecoins to do that, said Bessent. Right off the bat, XRP's community is tipping RLUSD, Ripple's U.S.-backed stablecoin, to lead the new financial renaissance. Optimists say RLUSD has a raft of possibilities to justify its bid to spearhead the U.S. stablecoin ambitions. RLUSD's surging growth and regulatory compliance gives it an edge. RLUSD, live on the XRP ledger with Ethereum, is recording impressive growth metrics in recent months. At the moment, RLUSD has a market capitalization of $140 million, rising by leaps and bounds. Adoption for rates for RLUSD reached new heights, with a 325% volume growth recorded over the last year. Furthermore, its cross-border payments capability put it in a prime position, but it will have to stave off competition from Circle's USDC following a string of regulatory victories in the Middle East. Experts are tagging RLUSD as a regulatory compliant stablecoin in the U.S. Nothing that the government's decisions to learn on the stablecoin will be huge for XRP. Higher RLUSD adoption will trigger the increased demand for XRP as the bridge asset, sending asset prices to new levels. That's what I'm talking about. OCC clears the pathway for increased adoption. The OCC has announced that financial institutions in the U.S. can carry out stablecoin transactions. The OCC, via its interpretive letter 1183, confirmed the end of the operation Choke Point 2.0, allowing banks to adopt RLUSD for transactions. Another big, huge piece of news right there. The inclusion of XRP in crypto strategic reserve and digital asset stockpile signals broader regulatory acceptance for the assets. A master stroke for XRP will be the dismissal of the Ripple SEC case, as well as gobble up large coin volumes. Despite the optimism, XRP price has fallen nearly 6% over the last day to 233. We know what's going on there. You know, this asset, if it's going to go up, it's going to go down. If it's going to go down, then it's going to go up. I'm going to bridge from here. Do you remember back a few weeks ago when Trump was announcing tariffs towards the BRICS nations? If you remember, Trump boasts BRICS is dead. New de-dollarization call comes as a jolt. U.S. President Trump has on multiple occasions threatened to impose a 100, even a 150% tariff on BRICS nations should they attempt de-dollarization. And, you know, so they're kind of going back and forth on this with words, but, you know, Trump's going to take action. Because, you know, look what this says, reality check. Without mincing words, Brazil's president, Lula da Silva, in a direct response to Donald Trump's repeated threats, said the BRICS is committed to ending U.S. dollar dominance no matter what. Go on there, you know. So we'll see. The Brazilian president even said that Donald Trump's tariff threats will never stop BRICS. Determination to seek alternative platforms for payments between member countries. Brazil, which holds the presidency of the powerful grouping this year, said in a statement that this year's summit will strengthen the group's intent of forging ahead with its vision for the multipolar world. When he imposes these tariffs, that they will bend. Look what Donald Trump says here. Just last week, Donald Trump indulged in a bit of chest thumping when he claimed that the BRICS nations have broken up, crediting it to his terrorist threats. BRICS states were trying to destroy our dollar. They wanted to create a new currency. So when I came in, the first thing I said was any BRICS state that even mentions the destruction of the dollar will be charged 100%, 150% tariff, and we don't want your goods. And the BRICS states just broke up, Trump said. He went on to boast that I don't know what the hell happened to them. We haven't heard from the BRICS states at all lately. Wary of the true potential of an alternative to the U.S. dollar, President Trump said BRICS was set for bad purpose, adding that they, BRICS nations, are now afraid to even talk about it, de-dollarization, because I told them that if they want to play the game with the dollar, that they're going to be hit with 100% tariffs. BRICS is now dead. So as the story develops on, even though the leader of the BRICS, you know, the president of Brazil, even though he said those things, it's been silent for a while since Trump reiterated directly after those statements. So it tells me that probably they're, so what does that have to do with anything? Well, what do you think they're going to use if we're all switching over to digital? Well, it could be RLUSD. But there's another that it could be. Now, you've probably heard many people talk about Tether and how Tether's just going to be dead, that Tether's going to be gone. But I want us to look at that for just a moment. Real quick, let's look at this. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but as of the latest available data from Tether's Q4 2024 attestation release on January 31, 2025, Tether holds over $113 billion in U.S. Treasury holdings. This figure reflects direct and indirect exposure to U.S. Treasuries, positioning Tether among the top holders globally, surpassing countries like Germany, Australia, and the United Arab Emirates. This amount represents an all-time high for the company as reported in their assurance option conducted by BDO, a leading global independent accounting firm. So they might not get all their stuff right, but that puts them in good graces with Donald Trump, don't you think? Look at this. Tether, the stable company behind stablecoin USDT, appears to be making significant efforts to comply with U.S. regulations. They are working closely with U.S. law enforcement, such as assisting the Secret Service in freezing $23 million in illicit funds linked to the sanctioned exchange, as announced on March 7, 2025. Tether is also implementing robust compliance measures, including Know Your Customer (KYC) and anti-laundering laws protocols, and using advanced tools like chain analysis to monitor transactions for illicit activities. Does this sound like they're going away or they're trying to comply? Unexpectedly, Tether is not just reacting to regulations, but is proactively partnering with U.S. lawmakers to help shape stablecoin legislation in the discussions ongoing as of February 2025. The Tether Lawmaker Partnership. This shows a strategic approach to compliance, especially as new bills in Congress aim to regulate stablecoins by April 2025. However, there is some controversy around Tether's past transparency, with past regulatory fines and concerns raised by analysts like JP Morgan through recent actions suggest they are addressing these issues. From what I can see, Tether is working to come into compliance, and they'll probably pay those fines. And with the SEC being a little more lenient lately, who knows, the fines might be less than what they may have been, before or whatever. But tell me what you think, just based on, we're just scratching the surface here, though. Do you think Tether's coming back? Put a yes in the comments or put a no. And I'll know what it means, and we'll just take a quick poll that way. Well, I hope you liked today's video. I found it interesting. Hopefully you found it interesting. And look, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next video.